Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. Back into the tower we go. We're here at the Sunken Tower for those of you who are new around here. We are going to go deeper into the Explorer... wait, what? You cannot venture into the darkness again today. Alright, hold on. Bedtime. Let's rest. We should talk to Ren and give him a present. Yeah, have some damp smoke, my man. There we go. I can't remember. I lost loyalty from him for some reason. And I don't remember why. Ask him about his armor? Nah. Give him a gift. The trophy of a powerful foe. And then oil, of course. Alright. Never mind. Bedtime. Everyone's asleep. Exchange news with the people I came with to this tower. And now we can go into the tower. Enter the study halls. I love this art. It's great. Alright, pick a direction. The sealed beyond. And take your companions down that path. Same team as yesterday. Worked pretty well. I was a coward and didn't want to go too deep. Oh no! Uh-oh, this is a new one. Entering a large dilapidated corridor, you take the lead. While moving forward, you notice that something is not quite right. The layout of the place, specifically the floor tiles, alludes to some sort of a hidden mechanism. I'm terrible at engineering. Isn't this Garrick's job? Here, spend all of our resourcefulness to make it a high chance. Yes! It is a trap! Thinking quickly, you are able to disarm whatever mechanism controls the trap without triggering it, using your combined knowledge of engineering and a little luck. A lot of luck. Time to move on. Keep exploring. As you move toward it and pull the handle, a door emblazoned with the tower's insignia swings open to reveal a long, ominous hall shrouded in darkness. Moving through, you are immediately enveloped with a chilling draft, which was followed by an unsettling stillness. Despite any available illumination, the darkness in the recesses and corners of the corridor seemed to be closing in, threatening to engulf you. Perhaps it is time to move on, and quickly, and so you do after weighing your options. Keep exploring these halls. Passing into a large twilit hall, you make out a small group congregating near the middle. Some of them are humanoids who bear a telltale spectral glow, former inhabitants of the tower who returned from the grave. Orbs of crackling arcane energy hover around them. Before you can react, they are upon you, seeking your demise. You steel yourself against the onslaught. Whoa! What's this? Custodia Genius. Huh. Alright, well, we'll fight you guys. This guy's got a spear. Are you dangerous? I don't know if I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna kill you. Dang it! No, I missed him! He threat assessed me. And then he tried to stab Elani. I will not stand for this. But I will sit. Damn it! Alright, we're all bad at this game, apparently. Alright. Krifta, kill this guy so we can stab the guy at the back. Dead. Good. Well done. Bomb the ghost? I don't think that works. He blocked it, and then Sidarius, can you finish him off? Well done. Alright, nobody lost any health. We're golden. Victory! After the final foe is slain, you inspect the surrounding area in hopes that you turn up something of value. A short while later, you and your Comis recover some spectral residue. +2. We will explore deeper. The twilit hallway you've been traversing for the better part of an hour abruptly ends in a room littered with worthless junk. As you walk through the room, trying not to trip and fall, you notice that even though you are heading toward the open door at the end of the room, you are now facing the moldy alcove that was to your left when you entered. You turn back towards the door and resume your walk. Suddenly, you see yourself and your Comis from the perspective of someone or something else lurking in the room. Already being distorted by the spatial distortions of the place, regaining your bearings while looking at yourself yourself from the outside is no small task. When you finally do, you look where you think your observer may be located and only see the blighted alcove. You shake your head both to express disbelief and also to clear your senses and quickly make it out of the room. You keep looking behind your back as you resume the expedition. We gain shaken. No! Your sense of direction is getting muddled, and no wonder. This place is transient, shifting and moving around you as you explore its secrets. Transient or not, you are still very much in control and choose to go deeper. Entering a large hall decorated with the usual adornments of the sunken tower, your eyes are immediately drawn to a large statue that sits atop a marble plinth at the center of the chamber. According to the plaque, it depicts Arcarius himself, although where his face would normally be, there is instead only a reeling pool of darkness. Examining it further, you feel drawn in. The blackness is receding into itself, and as it does, you feel pulled ever closer. You eventually wrench yourself away from its nigh hypnotic effect. Averting your previously transfixed gaze, you resolve to leave the disturbing statue to itself. You leave the frightful statue behind and decide what to do next. You feel a pull at the edge of your consciousness, though for now it is easily abated. A question forms in your mind. Will you keep descending into the tower? I will until I find something interesting. It's time to explore further. Entering a study hall through an archway, you happen upon a group of spectral students who are sitting and studying quietly at a nearby table. The silence here seems almost impenetrable, though you soon realize that is not the case as you move towards them, thus breaking it. The students fall silent abruptly, and one of them turns to you, shushing you obnoxiously. As quickly as you inhale to respond, the students are just gone, and there are no traces of their departure. It seems they simply vanished, quite literally, into thin air. You begin to feel an eerie sensation at the periphery of your mind, as understanding that what you are now experiencing is heightened uncertainty and disorientation. For now you are confident about getting out, though Tartarus knows what lies deeper. Well, it says we're still confident about getting out, so I'm not going to stop yet. Upon arriving at a rotunda where several corridors converge, you take a look around. Even though the dim illumination does no favors to this place, you can see how impressive it would look with proper lighting. On the other side, you catch a glimpse of a group of people moving around stealthily, just like you. Both teams freeze in their tracks. You observe them carefully and realize that they are not merely like you, they are exactly like you. They are you! Their faces, their figures, clothes, equipment, everything is a match, except for a few minute details as far as you can tell. You're not quite sure what to do. Your contemplation is interrupted when a group of specters suddenly swarm the other group from several directions. Neither the other you nor the specters give heed to the actual you standing not too far away. Your companions draw their weapons and look to you to give the order to assist your mysterious counterparts, but then both the doppelgangers and the specters dissipate in a blink of an eye. What have you just witnessed? Is this the future? A possible future? Has this already happened? Dumbfounded, you proceed to enter the corridor in front of you. Consider venturing deeper into the depths. Again shaken again! You and your companions steady yourself, but you all feel it now. A foreboding sense of uncertainty that looms at the foundation of your very beings, threatening to bubble over. The continual shifting of the halls around you is unnerving, but you remain silent. Whatever the case, it falls to you now to decide if you wish to press on further. I guess it's time to head back. Coming up from the depths of the tower is a disorienting and perplexing experience. The first thing you notice is the change in temperature. We remember this from before. Beset by an unrelenting, oppressive heat that beats down on the region, the slope dunes that lead downward are dubious at best, giving your party cause to tread lightly as you descend, moving away from the tower's looming silhouette. Return to our comitatus. No storm today. Conclude your first foray into the study hall. We have to go back to visit Tertia. Okay. We will do so. Good job. Got enough food? I think so. We'll rest here today. Well done. I guess I didn't know what I was looking for in there. Looking for a change. Is Lumen kind of on the way? Kind of? How far is Lumen from here if we go through the Forsaken Colony? 12 days? We've got 9 days worth of food. It'd be dicey, but I bet we could do it with some forced marching. Oh, whoops. Let's do it. Hey, people? Come along for the ride. Alright, so the plan is directly east as much as possible. I think it would be better if we went down and then over that way. See if you can gather anything from the dry deserts. Something-ish. And then I see the Forsaken Colony over there. I'm trying to think if we wanted to go... I'm not 100% sure which is the best way to go. I think here is good. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is 6-11. So we want to go up this way and then into the Forsaken Colony. I understand. Ooh, we got a Vigor. Fantastic. Try to scavenge again. It's not great chances, honestly, but we have to try. Failed, but nobody got harmed, and that's the important thing. All right, don't use your movement speed if you can't make most use of it. Walk towards the light, dream shifts, and the rest of the night passes on. Onward. How we're doing? 5 days? 4 days? Still 9 days away. We've not been doing great from like an efficiency perspective, I've noticed. However, we should be able to hit the road soon. And that'll take us to Lumen. We could also get a little cheeky with some of our food. I also don't... We could pop into the Drusian Quarry. I'm not sure how much they sell food for there. But I guess we'll find out. Right now. And maybe they'll have me take something to Torzeg Shelter or something. What do you got? It's not cheap, but it's also, you know, good enough to get us to Luminum. Lumen. I do need 2 more salts to replace the salt I lost by being in the storm. Ash, Tectum, Carbos, Larnak, not where we're headed. Rats. Okay. Well, we'll rest here today. Get some vigor back. And then go up here. And then we'll force march across. And now I think we are actually 2 days away. 1 day away, sorry. Fantastic. Ow! I guess defend equally. And then, excuse me. They don't even have leaders. I guess they are undead. We'll just call their ranks for free, essentially. We might be able to kill all of them. Oh, never mind. I thought they'd bring all 6 of their their enemies with them, but apparently not. Just get stabbing. Burn these 2, or maybe just one of them, I guess. Let's try to shoot this guy. Alright, 1 zombie down. Broke his armor, if he even had any. Apparently the zombies have 1 armor. Is it because they're rotten? And it's hard to hit their vitals? And then maybe we burn this last guy? Hell yeah! Well done. Good job, team. Ah, you fool! How did you get killed? How did you screw this up so badly? We got 2 bones and a slave died. Just stay off the battlefield. Oh my goodness. Buy the slaves. Negotiate. No deal. Dropped off the tribesmen. Exchange for news. Not what we're looking for. We don't actually need to replace the labor. So that's useful. Sell the 2 bones that we just got. Buy 2 salts to replace the salt I lost. I don't know if they're smart enough to know that that's not the salt that was originally from the correct guy, but we're gonna find out. All right, we have 5-6 days. Now, here's some stuff to Torzeg Shelter. And more. And that's it. Almost a full inventory of ceruleus crystal. Honestly, a worthwhile endeavor for me. Off into the wasteland we go. Back to the road. Every once in a while you get a little lucky and you get like a horde of Chakra just show up just for a bunch of free supplies. That's always nice. Do a little force march. And then we've arrived in Torzeg Shelter tomorrow. In we go. Now we will visit the librarian. I gotta try and remember the voice I used for her. Alright, cool. Well, let's buy all the supplies they got. Back to 15 days. I think I think the best way to do this would be to go back to Larnak directly and pick up all the supplies there and then go back to the sunken tower that way. So, based on that, let's see, is there anything... We could hit Lumen on the way. Lumen's not too... Like, you hit Lumen and then go down this way. I'm not opposed to that. But let's see if there's anything directly for Larnak. And then we'll fill up on Lumen stuff separately. Because there's not always a guarantee to get stuff from Lumen. More... Oh, we're so close. That's okay. One inventory isn't gonna kill me. Maybe. Alright. House Venari is a trusted friend. And so is the Loaders Guild. I think those are down. Oh, nope, they just don't have a lot. Carpenters... And then I guess House Aqua is fine too. Cool. Okay, so we've fully loaded. Let's explore the city real quick while we're here. Give up and return to your crew. Nothing to find. Alright, to the Civic District. In the public library, visit Tertia Sartra at her office. Tertia is always eager to converse with you. Ask her about the device she's been working on? I should name it already. Tertia rubs her chin thoughtfully. It'd make it easier to talk about it. Well, for now, it's in the planning phase, except for the frame, as that's been taken care of by my Crystalmancer ally, which wasn't exactly cheap, just so you know. But I suppose that's what all good causes are like, eh? She produces the drawing of the hexagonal device embedded with glyphs and cut crystals. The frame will hold the crystal and nexus together. It is enchanted so that the memories in each crystal node can be experienced without being compartmentalized. You can just enter the nexus and leap from memory to memory. It is all very intricate, like a mind, really, except it's not conscious, if we manage to put it together, that is. You ask Tertia how the memories will be recorded. She nods as she replies. Well, when we have enough pristine crystals, we can record a lot of knowledge using crystalmancy right from our minds. Entire books, personal experiences, you name it. Then these can be accessed by anyone who interacts with the device later. It sounds intriguing for certain. So we will report to her about our first foray into the sunken tower. When Tertia hears of your success into delving into the sunken tower, she becomes very excited and has you recount your venture in excruciating detail. After your detailed report, she can barely contain her enthusiasm. For a moment, you think that she might hug you. People don't do that in this world. Just realized my microphone was up really, really high. I hope that didn't blast anybody's eardrums out. Magnificently done, Vagrus, she laughs happily. I don't know if you realize that your expedition will go down in history. At least, if we can do something about it. A true pioneer, that's what you are. Luckily for us, I have also been busy and finally managed to get my hands on a volume that I've been hunting for a long time. Tertia picks up a thick, ancient-looking book from her desk and hands it to you. A 400-year-old copy of a codex from before the calamity, she whispers in a conspiratorial voice. Oh, mainly religious in nature, it describes, among many other things, the Tower of Acarius, since it was founded by an apostle of the Third Age, and it was in part a place of worship. She turns the old dry pages to a marked paragraph. On the left, a stylized illustration of the tower shows a tall, spike-like wonder of marble steeped in a golden magical aura. With smaller marble buildings and gardens around its base, a far cry from what you saw. The paragraph is a thinly veiled propaganda piece on the renowned crystal archives of the tower. This is the part of the ruins you need to find. Tertia thumps the page with her index finger. Everything we will need will be there. Now, based on your account, this section is certainly sealed off. So do us a favor and find a way in, eh? I cannot think of anyone better suited for the task. Come back to me when you unseal it, and we can discuss what we need from there. Best of luck, Vagrus. The crystal archives await. 4 insight, hell yeah! Ask her about finding a way into the crystal archives? The Crystal Archives were one of the fabled sections of the Tower of Acarius, now buried and lost under the cruel Arenas Vorax. Tertia takes on a lecturing tone. Crystalmancy in the tower was so advanced that the place certainly has everything we need to finish working on our device. Based on what you have found out, you won't be able to just wander in, however, as the section is sealed with powerful ancient magic. There must be a way to unseal it, though, and it has to be in the tower itself, since its old inhabitants raised the barriers when the calamity struck. You will have to brave the halls and chambers of the sunken tower to find a way to get inside. All right, in we go. Reach the crystal archives. Good enough. We will leave the public library and head back to the sunken tower. Trudge towards the city gates. All right, actually, I'm going to pause the video real quick. I'm going to head us over back to the Sunken Tower, and we will pick up at the end of the last episode with this episode with one more foray into the tower. So don't go anywhere. Hold on. And we're back. One more time into the tower we go. I think I can, even though I have one movement. I guess we'll find out. Enter the study halls. Yes. Pick a direction and take your companions down the paths. Yes. All right. Same team as before. They do pretty good in there. Oh, wait. Hold on. Ah! Back. I don't think I, wait a minute. Can I not? Hold on. I should have cast the Blessing of Unbinding. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, now I have the Blessing of Unbinding, so we're good to go now. It's like nothing ever happened. There's just too many things for me to remember in this game. You can't blame me. Okay. Passing through an archway into a massive study chamber, your eyes fall upon the room's almost labyrinthine nature. Study tables sit parallel to each other in a structured manner, while large bookcases jut out from the corners beside huge spiraled staircases that disappear into both the ceiling and the floor, offering half a dozen visible paths to follow. After some time spent looking around, you and your komes eventually find yourselves using the staircase, though it quickly becomes apparent that there is something off. They lead back into this very room. A chill runs down your spine. It is not long before you realize that any way forward or out of here lies with the path already taken. With this in mind, you turn back and look for another way forward. Keep exploring. You move into a large chamber lit by marble braziers when you get a vague notion of something not being quite right. Arcane glyphs on the walls and the floor begin to emanate an intense white light, and a high-pitched noise is building up fast. Your knowledge of the arcane is required to avoid whatever is about to happen. Let's up our chances here. We succeeded. It is a trap, thank goodness. You employing your knowledge of the arcane, you are able to successfully dispel whatever inhibits your progress and subsequently proceed forward. Consider what your next move will be. We will keep exploring. Entering a study hall through an archway, you happen upon a group of spectral students. We've run into these before. We will explore deeper. As you emerge into an open chamber furnished primarily with uniform study tables, you immediately spy a small group of specters in the distance who seem to be discussing something. Bearing large shields emblazoned with the tower's insignia, the warriors are facing robed figures who appear to exude authority. Before you have time to contemplate your next move, the group has turned towards you and is charging ahead. You react quickly, ready to do battle. Oh, ooh, it's like a spectral wizard. No lightning ball this time, though. Alright, try to get to the wizard as quick as you can. Good job. Burn them. Oh, he evaded us. Yikes. Well, he's now hiding behind the other guy. Ow, I've been stabbed. Twice. Oh, he can heal. He's a healer. Alright, try to shoot him. That was greedy. I should have known better. Well, we killed his friends. And now, let's throw down our wards. He evaded the ward? I didn't know he could do such a thing. Let's try to burn him with the rune. It did work. But he is not dead. Yay! I didn't realize he could attack either. Oh, he's too tricky. But then he got melted by the ward, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and overwatch on the off chance this guy moves. Burn him. He's done. Did a little more damage to me this time, but not too bad. After the final foe is slain, you inspect the surrounding area in the hopes of turning up something of value. We get some spectral residue. Your sense of direction is getting muddled, and no wonder. This place is transient shifting, moving around you as you explore its secrets. Transient or not, you're still very much in control. Arriving into a large study hall shrouded in twilight, your senses are beset forthwith by a dull humming drone that continues to penetrate your eardrums while you explore further. There's an unsettling smell and a taste here, too. The air feels pungently sweet, while a metallic acrid taste lingers in your mouth. You search the area quickly. Having found nothing, you ponder what to do. Easily abated, a question forms in your mind. It is time to explore further. Transitioning from one room into the next, suddenly the hair on the back of your neck stands up. You get an inkling there is an unseen danger of magical origin present in the chamber. You rely on your instincts of all thing magic to detect the threat. We'll try. We succeeded. We managed to avoid the trap, but we are out of resourcefulness now. Time to think about our next move. Experience hiding, uncertainty, and disorientation. We are still confident about getting out, though, so we will continue to explore. You and your komes emerge into a sprawling vestibule with high dome-shaped ceilings of varying stature. You also glimpse several spiraled staircases, some of which coil off into the space outside of your view, while others seemingly lead nowhere. Yet others continue upward, allowing you a view of strangely familiar sights you swear you have already seen, or have you? And indeed, it is hard to tell in this place. A foreboding sense of uncertainty. Let's try to push a little further. While exploring a large hall of seemingly epic proportions, you make your way to one corner of the room where there is a veritable maze of bookcases and shelves. You weave between them, seeking something of value until your attention is eventually drawn to two spectral figures, a young man and woman in students' robes, canoodling in the corner, speaking in hushed tones between bouts of affectionate kissing. Weird. Clearly caught up in more passionate affairs, the couple does not seem to have noticed you or your komes yet. Get closer to the pair, maybe you will hear something interesting. Skulker, the thing we're best at. Test success. You and your komes creep forward with a unified focus, using bookcases to your advantage, eventually finding an optimal vantage point. For the moment, the lovers seem to have suspended their more affectionate exchanges, allowing you to focus on whatever they now seem to be speaking about. You hear the young woman first. "Oh, my love, did you see the fire that rained from the sky? The acid bubbling up from the ground that followed in its wake? There are all kinds of reports of abnormalities bringing destruction upon the realm. This is no laughing matter," she cries, momentarily spent. Then you hear the man's voice. "There is no need to worry, my sweet. The professors have already determined that they are not simply arcane anomalies. Oh, they are simply arcane anomalies. Besides, we are perfectly safe here. This tower shall never fall, nor shall my love for you ever falter," he says, his voice full of charm. The couple begins kissing once more, and just before the man whispers something in her ear, she smiles rapturously, embracing him. Moments later, they have disappeared. After the lovers depart, you consider your next move. Surveying your surroundings, it seems that things have changed. The path behind you seems blurry, and you begin to question your ability to discern a way to the surface. Your companions suggest that turning back at this point would be wise. They feel equally affected. We haven't learned anything yet. Unless we're just unlucky in finding the thing that we need. Alright, we'll head back. Coming up from the depths of the tower is disorienting. Head up. Oh, as you make your way out of the tower proper and back to the voracious sands, you are once more beset by the unrelenting oppressive heat that beats down on the region. As you begin your descent towards the camp, you quickly realize that something is wrong. Screams and the telltale sounds of combat ring out from below. Clearly some kind of battle is underway. You and your companions make haste down the dunes and back to your comitatus, where you can already see your people currently under siege by a group of raiders. For now, the ragtag band seems intent on plunder, and several of your crew are engaged in combat with them. Amid the palpable tension, it falls to you to decide how to proceed. Assemble a crack team in an attempt to ambush them from the flanks, breaking their ranks. Rally your full comitatus and engage the raiders directly. Attack. We have a good team. We've been a little beat up, but it's honestly not that bad. Not Ren. Succeeded, and Gorgoro gained loyalty. After you put together your team, you and your komes move with practiced guile and concealed grace, keeping yourselves out of view behind the dunes and tents. Weaving through the camp and avoiding combat between the raiders and camp's denizens, you eventually arrive at a vantage point where you spy two groups of raiders pillaging cargo underneath shaded awnings, one of which is ripe for an ambush. At your behest, your companions surge forward, engaging a small band of intruders. By the time they notice you, you are already upon them, out for blood. Some orcs and some dudes. Alright. Could probably stun that guy. Now go for the middleman. Shoot him. He's not dead, but close. He's dead now. Oh, he javelined me. Alright, we killed the spear boy. I thought that guy would shoot an arrow. I guess, Eilani, you just attacked the guy in front of you. He actually died. Fantastic. And a crit for an 11. Nerd. Let's get greedy. Oh, he didn't die. We'll throw the ward under him. I don't know if he can, like, use his special ability to survive a ward death. Does that make sense? He died that time. And a crit for death is fantastic. Good way to end the episode. After your companions put down the last of the small band of desperate raiders, it seems as though a message has been sent to their brethren. There's only death here, and your komes are not to be trifled with. Moments later, they are fleeing with only meager possessions in tow, and neither the Sadirar nor your komes give chase. When you return to your comitatus, you are greeted by triumphant cheers. You check in with your most trusted komes and confirm that no crew members were lost during the violent exchange. In high spirits, your crew returns to their duties. We got some morale out of it. Fantastic. I guess what we'll do is take a rest here. And then we'll jump into the tower again. next episode. So if you guys enjoyed, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.